Project Fox, you want it, you got it. Let's get it.
Yeah, it looks like where the truck is. Yep, I see it. There's
What is going on, everyone? Derek here today, bringing you another episode of Project Fox, and I'm not saying that as in it's like another one that you're getting these every week. I know it's been a hot minute since we touched this car, and it's actually been like 2 months, maybe even a little more than 2 months, because the last thing we did was completely fail at the exhaust system we put on the car. The last episode, we obviously got the whole exhaust ready, from the long tubes to the off-road H-pipe to our Borla? Did we go Borla in this? No, SOP loudmouths. We still aren't satisfied with the exhaust note. It's not as loud as we want it, and especially once we get the cam inside this thing, we really want it to chop and have that old muscle car sound. Let's take this thing off so you can see All Red in all its glory. And yes, my dad named it All Red, which can't complain. Kind of fits. I wanted Red Baron because, you know, my last name's Baron. Red Baron, the plane. It's not a plane quite yet. Maybe a broken plane. You guys get the idea. But with today's episode, guys, we have to start diving into this project. I have put this on hold way too long. I've been extremely busy. And again, I sincerely apologize for that, because I know many of you love this car, probably even more than this car right here, where we're still not finished with that quite yet. I have to go ahead and remove the full front end on this thing. And I thought it would be, you know, 3-4 bolts, kind of like the new Edge here, but nope, it's not that easy. As soon as I get this front end off, we'll start sourcing our carburetor, our new manifold, new intake, and all that kind of stuff to get this thing running like a top. I still have a lot to learn when it comes to this car, and sometimes I forget I have it, and shame on me, because this is such a beautiful platform. But we do need to get this front end on jack stands, and that's where I'm heading right now. Back to Napa. By the way, Napa Auto Parts, if you want to officially sponsor the channel, I'm more than cool with that. Just email me, derekbrandproductions@gmail.com, and, you know, we could work something out. I mean, considering this is the 6th jack stand I've bought from you in the month, I think I deserve that sponsorship.
Napa know-how.
Well, we got the last box. Alright guys, so now that we got the car on the jack stands, and let me tell you, it's probably one of the most sketchiest things doing this on frickin' gravel. I can't wait till we get some concrete. Gotta go ahead and remove the wheels and tires, then I have to start working on the inner liner, the fender liner. From there, there's just a lot of nuts and bolts, let me tell you. There's only one way to get this thing done, and that's to start it. Since I got these pretty much taken off already, no need for a power tool. Actually, power tools would have definitely been nice right now, but hey. Set this back here. So now that we got the wheels and tires off the front, we can go ahead, pop this hood. It's actually a lot of bolts, and yeah, I mean, it makes sense. These cars are old. Here's the hood release. All right, gotta find this thing. It's been forever. Oh. It's like finding a clip. Are you kidding me right now? Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this 5.0. This thing would gap my Coyote. As I was saying, these are really hard to find because they're so old. Looks like we have some tabs here we have to pull. 2 down here. There's 1. And the second one right here. All right. Wow. This shit, man. So I'm gonna go throw our little fender liner screws in a baggie and mark it, just so I stay as organized as possible, because I got a feeling this is gonna be a little headache. Oh God. Yep. This thing is weathered. So unfortunately, guys, I actually had to pull the fender liner through the little Christmas tree clip, which is no big deal because those are very easy to replace. But we're gonna go ahead and try to work this out. As you guys can see, this little hole, and I don't know if you can see that, but that little hole right there, the screw's actually missing. So that should free it up, and we're gonna go ahead and try to get this thing out of here. All right, I'm making some progress. Oh shit. This is just really almost home, baby. Oh my God, dude. Are you actually joking?
You bitch.
All that work for a freaking fender liner? And these things are like gold in the Foxbody world. Well, we got one side, let's get the other done. Here we go.
That one came out a lot easier.
Yeah, this one was definitely easier. Well, guys, there's the fender liners. I should probably mark them, or are they pretty self-explanatory? I don't know. Those things are a bitch. Well, now that we got the fender liners out, that's gonna make this job so much easier. And now we're just gonna have to start pulling the bolts that are underneath the car, on top of the car here, to release this whole front clip. And we'll just go from there. So we're gonna take our ratchet with our 7/16 on here, and there's gonna be 5 little retaining nuts that are gonna hold the bumper to the fenders. So we're just gonna take these out. And 2 of them might actually be bolts. And those are removed. Let's go to the other side. So everything was going perfectly smooth with removing the bolts, but we had one. This is supposed to be, this little bolt thing is supposed to be in that hole. It looks like it broke free when I tried to unscrew the bolt from the inside the fender. So I'm just gonna get some vice grips to hold this. And then this little white stuff you see right here, this is what's supposed to be in the fender. And this is the nut that holds it on, the retaining nut. But thankfully, once we go and take this off, I can figure out something to get this stuck back in there. So when we go and reapply the bumper, should be good. But as far as that, you can see the sides are pretty loose. I know there's some bolts up here and some more underneath that we have to get. But we should be there pretty soon to rip this thing off. But let's keep it going. Oh, we got it. How do I know, but it worked. That one came out really smooth. Oh, it looks like where those that battery is.
You gotta take the battery out.
Yeah, take the battery out. It looks like those two as well. See if we can get the swivel on there. Good.
So Derek had to swap out that size for the Derek size to get in there.
This is more of the Ben, but
Nah. That's this old guy right here. You want to get something undone?
Ramar,
What you got?
tell this fucking
Motherfucker!
I'm gonna talk shit and then like when I say something, it's not about the size of the tool, it's about the job it can do, and it's doing the job. So
That would do it.
ain't happening. It's just so funny to me because I'm just pulling nuts that are 7/16 because that's what everything else is taking.
Derek's about to have this whole engine out by the end of the afternoon.
Yo, it's like the whole engine falls. Okay, we're onto something. All right, that's a really big fucking nut.
Send it. Derek's famous last words. I don't know. What the fuck is that? Uh-oh.
Oh, this banana boat looking fuck. Are you kidding me? Who invited him? I'm telling you right now, this motherfucker comes at me sideways, I'm gonna knock him out. It's alright, because one day, you see that thing? Look at that. It's gonna give him the gap sauce, dude. Mark my words.
What do you mean, tomorrow?
Not tomorrow. She ain't ready yet, but when she's ready, she gonna be ready. Don't shit stain. Brandon, you smell like a shit stain.
I got some shit stains of underwear right now.
Doesn't surprise me. All right, this thing is barely held on.
Are there any lighting
Yeah, there's
things
a
that
lot
are
of lighting
yeah.
actually. Just unsnap these things. Dude, there's so many wires. All right, so it looks like we have one more Phillips.
Almost there.
Damn, this thing heavy as fuck, bro. Oh, we did it. You sack of fuck.
Look, we took the whole back off from the front.
If Brandon could shoot inside the bumper there, we actually had to take the whole crash bar with it. That's how these bumpers work, and we found that out, what, 20 minutes of trying to mess with it without taking that off.
Yeah.
As you guys can see though, we do have the front bumper officially off, and it was kind of a pain in the butt, I'm not gonna lie, but it's kind of understandable because this car is so old. We had a couple bolts give us a hard time, a couple nuts give us a hard time. As far as today though, guys, I think this is a good little start. In the next episode, guys, what we're gonna do is more than likely source out some parts, you know, such as a radiator, probably take off this intake, valve covers, distributor, spark plugs, rip all that stuff out. Pretty much just start breaking down the engine bay so we can get some new parts on there, oil change, all new fluids, get this thing running like a top. What a start today was, but this is huge progress, believe it or not. With that, guys, I want to thank you so much for watching today's episode of Project Fox. If you guys are stoked on this, make sure you slap a thumbs up on this video, drop a comment down below. I want to know what you think. What modifications should I go and do first? Let me know which ones I should avoid. Give me some tips and tricks if there's anything tricky that I may run into, because I can already tell it's gonna be just the beginning. Thank you guys so much for watching. Before we wrap up this video, got something pretty cool. And today's EBP vlog shout out is DSG Mach 1. Thank you so much for your continued support, man. And make sure you guys go check him out on Instagram. If any of you guys want a chance to win a shout out on the vlogs, make sure you follow me on Instagram at Derek Brand Productions and use hashtag DBP Squad in all your posts. As you guys know, every time I film a video such as this one, I go to the hashtag, I see you used it, and boom, shout out. Thank you guys so much for watching again. We will see you tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern time for another video. But until next time, we'll see you later.